I boarded a French boat to the coast of Africa. As we sailed the coast, I saw small, ancient settlements guarded by soldiers. I watched the coast. Seeing all the land fly by the boat was a mystery to me. We were sailing past an enormity of nothingness, lands of darkness. There it is in front of you, smiling or frowning, or savage, or whatever, and it's always whispering, "Come and find out." The landscape was dull. The jungle came out right to the beach and stretched out further than possible. The coast looked the same way, day in and day out. It was almost like we weren't moving. Now and then I would see paddle boats filled with black fellows, and their eyes gleaming and sweat dripping down their cheeks. They were very comforting to look at. For a while I would see that the world made sense and was full of straightforward facts. That feeling would not last long, however. Something would always scare it away. Once I saw a warship firing into the jungle. I thought it was insane, but not more insane than when someone told me there was hidden black natives fighting back in the jungle. Everything seemed pointless. I had a vague feeling of wonder and fear. When we reached the mouth of the river, I boarded a small steamboat to head 200 miles upstream.
And who is this on my boat?
I am Marlo, sailmate on a quest to find Mr. Kurtz. And you?
I'm the captain from Switzerland. You said you're a sailor. Why don't you join me up on the bridge?
I'd love to.
Been staying at the government outpost at the mouth of the river?
Yes.
Fine bunch of guys those are, huh? It's funny what people do for money. I wonder what happens to those kinds of people when they go into the jungle. The other day I transported a man who hanged himself on the road. He was Swedish too.
Why did he hang himself?
Who knows? Maybe the sun was too bright for him. Or maybe the country was. Your company station is over there. I'll send your things up. Farewell.
These people are considered criminals, accused of breaking laws that nobody even understands. Their breaths seemed to pant in unison. Their nostrils quivered, with eyes focused forward. A man with a rifle led the group, seeming to act as an overseer. I can't help but blame myself, for I also was a part of the great cause of these high and just proceedings. Then, glancing down, I saw a face near my hand. The black bones reclined at full length with one shoulder against the tree, and slowly the eyelids rose and the sunken eyes looked up at me, enormous and vacant, a kind of blind white flicker in the depths of the orbs, which died out slowly. The man seemed young, almost a boy. But you know, with them, it's hard to tell. I found nothing else to do but to offer him one of my good Swedes' ship's biscuits I had found in my pocket.
Alright, get it. Biscuit.
Right, so to me, this scene, it's a really pivotal scene in the novel. Marlowe's innocence is quickly, it's set straight as soon as he reaches the Congo, and seeing the natives being treated so poorly, it really just shows the effect of the foreigners trying to change the natives. and I just feel like it really just sets the mood and theme of the novel.
This scene is like really important in the book because it's where Marlowe starts to realize that like what all of the European countries basically who have gone in and used African resources and even the people, he starts to see how like pointless that all is, and which is like a major theme in the novel, just showing the unneeded actions that European people have taken, and so when he sees this, all of the like dilapidated places and all the ruin and just like the effect on the native society, he starts to realize how pointless it all is, and which like brings the main point of the novel into view. So
I'm gonna have it in my head.
Okay. So, I think the scene where Marlowe first sees the Africans, the company's settlement in Africa, is really vital to the whole plot of the story, and it kind of sets a basis for how the story is introduced almost, because ultimately like the whole like theme or message of the book is to show that the Europeans came to Africa or to the Congo and tried to civilize the natives there. And so what Marlowe sees with the slave that's dying by the tree, and just how the whole station is in utter chaos, kind of sets a foundation for this theme, in the sense that this is when he first comes to realize like what is actually going on, and he doesn't really recognize the actuality of it until later in the book. But this is where he kind of goes out of his own reality and enters into this new reality in the Congo, where he sees the colonization or the spread of evil imperialism from the Europeans to the natives. And I think that's really important for basically it paves the way for the rest of the story to unfold.
So I think the scene where Marlowe first sees the native is really important because it's kind of like a wake-up call to him, because he realizes how badly the natives are treated, and I think he kind of comes into the situation not really understanding how important and how sad this job is and how horrible what they do is. And I think after he sees the native die, he kind of realizes like what he's doing and how wrong this is, and it kind of like begins like I guess like the start of him